What's up, guys? Back for another episode of Barbells and Banter. The first one of the year for us, but not for you guys because we did pre-record last week. Before we start, if you're new to the podcast, perfect opportunity to hit that subscribe or follow button, depending on what platform you're on. Today's episode, we did a bit of a recap of our holidays/downtime, and then we went through the steps involved in making a plan. I just used myself as an example, got some new goals for the year, wrote my program, wrote my diet. Talked about like how I'm going to track the progress of that, and we had a bit of a talk about how we mold those things and apply them to our clients. So it's a really, really good inside sports on just how to put a plan together for you. Now, before we get into the episode, we have just launched our Strong and Lean in 16 program. So it's everything that you need in 16 weeks to lose centimeters, drop body fat, and increase muscle mass and build a physique that you're happy with. If you want some more information on that, head to the website, go to Strong and Lean in 16. Claim your spot. If you have any questions, just hit us in the DMs. All right, let's get to the episode. The deal with that situation was it inconveniences you. That is it. And it only inconveniences us like once every couple of months when we have to go see you. Have to.
Fucking kid's birthday party or some shit. Fuck. Have you got your outfit?
Nah, I don't even know what I'm going to wear. Yeah.
Got mine last week.
Steph's not about it. Steph's not about dressing up. Just let it.
I thought you'd be into it being the thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess when you go to a festival, like anything goes though.
Yeah. Well, man, everything goes.
Sweet. I'll just come with my shirt off then.
Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
I'll wear these shorts because that's what I wore last time, and I'll just wear my satchel.
Yeah.
And just no shirt.
Yeah.
Cool.
We've got we're getting a face paint that's doing like festival face paint.
Yeah, cool.
So
well, I feel like the face.
Do a little bit of body paint, you'd be sweet.
Yeah, I feel like the paint is what's going to make it.
Yeah.
Bush duffy.
Yeah.
Or sorry, festivally. Yeah.
It'd be interesting because the demographics so broad.
Yeah.
Because like people that actually go to festivals and then like Nana Pop.
There's clearly going to be Well, there's clearly going to be people who don't dress up, bro.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. One time we
just
had
wear colour, like fuck.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. One time we had this. We caught up on what's the horse race day? Melbourne Cup.
I'm already hot.
Yeah, bro. As soon as I walked in here, I was like, "What is this?" I know this guy wants to wear his fucking jumper, but Jesus,
it was really cold at home.
Okay. So yeah, we had this Melbourne Cup day thing, and we all stitched up my mate Nico. So we're like, "Hey, we'll all pretend we're wearing suits like we're going to the races."
Yeah.
And then none of us will. And then he rocked up and like, look, if I did it now, I'd probably feel bad. Because it's kind of like really bad bullying. But at the time, it was hilarious. Everyone, like when he walked in, everyone was just like, just like pointing at him and just laughing at him, like
Did he go
extra. Home? Nah, he just obviously was really uncomfortable. And he's just like pointing at us all. He's like, "Oh, you guys are fucking dogs." Like the fact that everyone was in on this is like he's just like, shit. Yeah, you guys suck.
I reckon it's easier when you have everyone on it though. If you have everyone against one person, like it's easier to execute.
Oh yeah, but like imagine being the one
trying to trick like a few people to do it versus everyone. One person.
But if you're the one person,
it sucks.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
where if you've got soldiers, like you're in it together.
Because it's like there's a group chat, there's fucking full conversation.
That's it. It's been orchestrated, and they've targeted. It's like, why'd they pick me?
Me.
So now when I think about it, and then, anyway, it's pretty bad.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny, obviously. So so's Nico. If you ever listen to this.
Sorry for that time that I'm not sorry about.
Souls, bro. It was pretty funny.
Laugh about.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I don't know if I'd do it now, but, at 25 or whatever it was pretty funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I mean, we've already been back, but we're back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They'll get it.
Yeah, you guys know.
Yeah, that's it. We pre-recorded those ones. Yeah. But we're back.
Double up today.
Yeah. How was your Christmas and how was your
good?
We'll call it the festive period. It's
the
just
festive
easier.
Season. Yeah,
it's just easier to say that.
Christmas was really good.
Yeah.
Minimal travel this year, which was mad. On Christmas Day.
Yep.
We normally do like Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner.
Yeah, wow.
And it's like 600 kilometers.
Yeah, no, that's
and it
a no
was
for me.
One location.
Yeah, that's sick.
Mad. And also, there are some perks of having a child.
You can just leave whenever you want.
That kid's got to go nap.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know your smoke bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it anyway.
I know, but I couldn't.
If you do it enough, people get used to it.
Yeah. Especially at like my wife's family event.
I'm out.
Latest.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't even, you don't have to do the rounds, like, see you later.
Yeah, it's like, guys, oh, yeah, I've got
It's
to.
just like, kids going to bed, see us later.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just pinch him so he cries. He thinks he's going to sleep.
Let's go. Oh, yes. It's had a rough night.
Yeah.
Got to get him home.
No, Christmas was really good. Then Boxing Day was a little bit hectic. We drove to Shep. We had 2 events in 6 hours.
Mm.
So it was full on, but it's good.
Yeah, cool.
Good for everyone to see the young man. It's always just kind of do the Pride Rock thing and just hold him out to show everyone.
This is what my baby looks like.
Now, do you want to watch him for an hour while I just relax?
Yeah. Is that the goal when you go to a thing like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, fuck, give me a break.
Someone else parent for a bit.
Someone give me a fucking break.
Yeah, he's too little, I think, like in 6 months.
Yeah.
Once he can walk, it'll just be like, you walk into the party and he goes one way and you go the other way.
Yeah. My brother used to come over like regularly.
Yeah.
And oh, you want to catch up? Like, yeah. And then they would just like sit on the couch and just chill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see what's happening here.
We need a fucking break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it's good. Because obviously, like, it was more like I got to hang out with him and Amy just chilled. It's like you have him every day.
Yeah.
You go relax and socialise and...
Yeah, I seen you like took him to the out to the zoo and shit. Was that then?
Yeah, so that was... No, I think that was the weekend before. That was cool.
Okay.
That was our first, like, boy date,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the zoo. He wasn't too bad. It's always a good sign. New Year's, I fell asleep on the couch at 10:50.
Oh, nearly made it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have the pressure at that time?
No, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So,
I had a coffee at 8:30 because I wanted to eat all of the snacks.
yeah.
And then...
We had a coffee at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah. So, that's bedtime for me. So I was like...
So you had a coffee to eat.
I'm not going to make it.
2 hours more food.
Yeah.
And then went to bed.
I still didn't make it. I was
That's
like...
the fucking best.
I'll have the coffee and try. And then I ate so many snacks that I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like... Anyway, I know how you got to sleep.
Look, you know how you were like, just eat some of everything and then you'll be fine?
Yeah.
So New Year's, I was like...
Just do it.
Every snack that I want to eat, we're getting.
Yeah.
I didn't even get it. I was just like...
Not encouraging this across the board,
Don't do this.
way.
Don't do this ever. So I just said to Amy, just get everything. And like, you know, the Coles fridge bags?
Yeah.
Or like the Woolies fridge bags?
Oh, yeah.
Full.
Nice.
I'm just pulling shit out. Like, this
nice.
is my fucking Christmas, man. Let's go.
Yeah, nice.
So I had some of everything.
Yeah.
Sat down and watched
some of everything's okay. It's not like you had all of everything.
Yeah, not that day.
Yeah. Did you?
I just fucked up with my ice cream selection.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. So I've got...
It's sad for you because I know how much it means to you,
Yeah, it's really important to my life.
Yeah.
And I've found an ice cream that trumps Haagen-Dazs.
No way. What's it called?
The Connoisseur
Connoisseur.
salted caramel
Yeah, okay.
is better than the Haagen-Dazs one.
Yeah, I can see how that would work. Yeah.
Yeah, so then they didn't have that, so I bought the Murray Street salted caramel because I'm like,
That's made by Boer.
maybe I'm missing the trick.
Yeah.
I failed, bro.
Yeah,
Failed.
Yeah.
It's big.
I've had that once. It's okay. It's mid.
Yeah, the ice cream's not good.
Yeah.
The syrup stuff in it is really good, but the ice cream's not good.
Fair. So yeah, a little binge session on New Year's Eve.
Look, I've had a few. I'm not gonna lie, but yes, New Year's I definitely did.
What constitutes like? I don't want to go too far down this road, but it's like what would just constitute? Is that just eating like a lot of food in a short period of time?
I always struggle
like,
with that with clients too,
because it's
right?
like what if you just said I wanted to do it?
Yeah, and that's like I wasn't upset about it. It's like this is yes, I'm gonna eat a lot of Subway cookies.
Yeah, and then you're just like back on your diet. Like it's not like it was maybe like again not trying to go down this route. I know it's a sensitive topic, but maybe like when it's like hard to control. Like
I think when
like there's little self-control,
it's a reactive response. Or it's uncontrolled, or in the moment you're like, I don't want to do this, and you still do it.
Yeah.
Or the next day you're like, I fucking hate myself for doing it.
Yeah. Well,
they're the warnings for me. Like my clients are like, I had a binge. I'm like, what does that mean? You're like, you went out for dinner
and they had like a buffet or some shit.
Yeah, it's like fuck it. Like, was it good? Did you care?
Enjoy it? Yeah.
Like,
yeah. If you enjoyed it and you're happy with your results still, it's not a fucking problem.
Yeah. I was getting a little
content.
bit like I knew I've been pushing the boundaries a bit, and I was like,
oh, bro.
I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Where are we at here?
Yeah,
and
really trying to find out what you can get away with, yeah.
And that was the problem. Is like I kept getting away with it.
Yeah.
And
but you get away with it until you don't.
And I was like, okay, check-in photos. I dropped so New Year's, ironically, I just spiked a kilo and it just stayed there. And I was like, okay, you need to. I'm like, you're not allowed to go into a surplus until this number's back.
Yeah.
Like, pull your head in. And then it dropped, and I did check photos, and I was like, okay, like, I could just tan me. Let's go back to the shoot. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And yeah, I put a post up, like, my wife called me out. She's like, not everything needs to be fucking hard. So she, like, saw the photos. You look insane. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel good about it because I haven't been doing the thing. Yeah. She's like, it's okay. Like, you've done 10 years of work. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right, fair
enough.
enough.
Fair. Yeah.
How about you? How was your
Yes, it was great. So much fun, man. I had so much fun.
Good.
So I didn't eat a lot. I just drank heaps.
See, I think that helped me. I didn't drink at all.
Yeah, see, I didn't eat. Like, I ate, but no, like, didn't eat much.
Yeah. Chris Williams, I decided that night we went out. Like, a couple of people got a drink. Obviously, we were dieting, so it wasn't going to anyway. And I was like, you know what? I don't drink. That was just, like, happened in my head. I'm done.
Yeah, that's fair. I can get with that.
Yeah. But you had a fucking great time drinking,
bro. Like the boys, like our Christmas party.
Oh, true. I haven't spoken to you about that at all.
It was amazing.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Like picked up at 9:30. I think I like fell through the door at like 3 a.m. and like they were still kicking on and shit. And I'm like, this is a 7. And like the whole day I was like, you just did a photo shoot. You just did a photo shoot. Like take it easy on the drinks.
Yeah.
And I remember I disappeared for like an hour just to eat food. Like just had to got a meal. Just ate it at the pub. I'm just like, fuck, bro, I need food. Yeah. But it was super fun. So yeah.
Is your squad like eating's cheating kind of vibes?
Oh yeah. They're not even. They're just like, oh, just don't. They have these rules of like they just don't eat when they drink.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Why?
I'm like, fuck, I have to eat all the time.
Yeah.
Like
I'm hungry now.
I have to eat every 3 hours, bro. Yeah, I'm like, you guys want me to last because it was like last year, the year before, I kind of took myself home because I got fucking blind. So they were like, oh, you're gonna fucking go home early. Yeah. And I'm like, well, if you motherfuckers let me eat and stop giving me fucking pints of drinks every 5 minutes, I'll be there.
We'll be fine.
So that was heaps of fun. Christmas was chill. It was like my place with my brothers because my parents couldn't make it. And then it was Steph's family the next day, so it was super cool, just chilled and easy, you know. New Year's was alright, just chilled with Brenton.
Nice.
And we stayed up there. That night.
Saw him at a local engagement over the break.
Oh, there you go.
We both knocked into each other at Carol's Bacalao.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we held hands.
Oh yeah, he said he's seen you actually. And then we had a fest. Like I had like a hip hop gig on January 1st. So I kind of just treated that as like the start of the festival of Jason.
Yeah, it's birthday.
I was like, fuck it, man. It's the day before. Like I'm gonna get home on my birthday. Like it's my birthday. You know. Yeah. So we went to that, and I was already a bit dusty from the night before because. Brenton drinks quite heavily. So it's only you two.
You just topped up.
Yeah, And so when we got to the festival, so I was at my mate's Ben's, and like his misso had gone away for the night. So he's like, boys,
it's never good.
He's like, 2 p.m. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I don't think the thing started till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Awesome.
So then we got to the festival. I was pretty liquored already.
Yeah.
And then we're like, we'll just buy the big cans of beer.
Yeah.
So like 500 mils.
Yeah. Let's travel.
Then we don't have to line up.
Yeah.
However, we drank them like they were 375.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I'm walking down this decline to get into the My Music Bowl, and I'm fucking like, ooh, like I'm pretty fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And then woke up on my birthday because we all kind of had to travel out.
Yeah.
And I woke up on my birthday. I was rotten. Oh my god, like I was just trying to put on like happy birthday. I'm like, thanks, babe.
So did you actually know what shoes you got when you were opening them?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I said to Tam a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, and I was kind of like, I kind of hope they're not because they're really fucking expensive. Yeah. Like even because I was like, just to keep the value of the shoes, like it's kind of important to like have the proof of purchase.
Yeah.
In case I want to move them on.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll send it to you. I go, do not send it to me.
I don't want to know.
I was like, do not send that to me. I'm like, just pin it in your inbox, take a fucking screenshot, and I'm like, once I've worn them and and a couple of months later, then send me the price of it.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, no problem.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I kind of knew she was gonna get them. I just pretended like I didn't.
Have you worn them?
Yeah, I was gonna wear them today, but I was just like, I went for a walk and but I wore them to the pizza shop. because I went out for dinner just to catch up with my brothers, and like should have seen me, bro. I was like even when I wear my lost and founds, I literally will fan people. Yeah. So we're walking down the street and there's like these little kids and like one of them dropped ice cream, was on the floor, and then his mum was like trying to clean his shoes and shit, and they just like were taking up the whole footpath. And bro, I was like, this kid takes a move towards me,
he's dead.
I'm gonna repel him to his mum. So I'm literally like walking around like this.
So the shoes I wore for the photo shoot, all white, J's. We planned when we went to Port. We planned to go to this. Well, first was Brazilian barbecue. We couldn't get in, and then we're going to go to this like meat place. In Port Melbourne. It was like bougie. It's like, all right, I'll crack them out. The box went in the car for after the gym to go on my feet. They were closed. So we ended up going to South Bank. I'm like, I think I wore like my bright orange fucking Nikes. I'm like, I can't just go to lunch in these. I have to commit to the look.
Yeah, of course.
But then we just went to South Bank and then walked to South Bank to get ice cream and shit. And I was just like, the whole time, like, my shoes.
Yeah, your shoes.
I don't get dirty. I just wanted to walk into the restaurant, eat, and then walk out.
Have you coated your shoes?
I haven't those ones.
Should coat
need
them.
to.
Yeah, I bought this like nanotech fucking spray.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's just like furniture.
Yeah, it's actually.
It's the same.
Scotch Guard.
Yeah, so I ended up buying the expensive version.
Of course you did. Yeah, because Platypus was like, would you like this?
Sneaker Laundry. It got me.
As if you shop as Platypus. Like us peasants.
Well, Sneaker Laundry must have known that I got a pair of Travis Scotts because they were like, hey, brother, I got you covered.
Yeah, you want some Scotch Guard? Times 2.
So then I got, that, the repellent spray. Then I got the cleaner.
Yeah.
And then I also got the stain remover.
Of course.
So I'm set.
Yeah.
But I cover it from like 20 centimeters and like do like 2 coats. And I was fucking macing it.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not going to stop like, if someone steps.
It's the scuffs.
Yeah. If someone steps on your shoe.
Yeah.
Which like they'll probably die.
Yeah.
But the shoes.
They deserved it. I feel like you'd get off if you went to court and be like,
yeah, hey, bro, did you see those shoes? Yeah, man.
Far.
I've had other people like step on my other shoes like in public, and like the internal devastation.
Yeah,
but you can't obviously show them
Yeah.
how devastated you are because it's actually quite fucking pathetic.
Yeah. Even like kicked under the table.
Oh, my shoes.
I heard a foot under the table, and I was just like, it's not okay.
Yeah, bad.
Do that.
Yeah, and then then we went to Sorrento, which was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Sorrento is mad. Loved it.
Yeah,
I love it down there.
Wasn't a lot on the social media, which means you had a good time.
Yeah, it was my vibe. Yeah, and I was trying to have a break because I knew I had to come back.
Yeah.
So it's just like wineries, beach, pool, basically just ate all the time.
It's just on socials, just like see Jason at the beach. It's like, he's still alive. He's not posting a lot. He's having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I love it. The beach is my thing. Yeah, and so yeah, we ended up like, because I think we're going to move to that side of town. Not now, but like the goal, just trying to set up the next chapter. And we floated the idea like a couple of months ago. Like maybe we'll go have a look down there. So then like we had a look while we were there, and like it was actually pretty awesome. Like we worked out that it's actually going to happen.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes like I've set things, and like even when I was younger, I'm like, I'm gonna live down the beach. But like you kind of don't know.
Yeah.
Like you kind of just
pipe dreamy.
Yeah, you kind of just like I would like to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a look and stuff, and we're like, oh, this is like fucking so doable.
Yep.
But now it's just like how many rows back from the beach will determine like what we do from this point onwards will determine that.
That's the best.
Yeah.
How life pans out from here is how many streets back from the beach.
Yeah. That's it. It's like it's happening. Without a doubt.
That's sick.
But it's just like obviously on the beach, got to make some really really good choices. Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's mad. I really like it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a fun.
I mean, I'd hate that it's fucking 2 hours for me, but that's okay.
Yeah, but it was it's funny, man. It was the first time I was like, we're doing it.
Yeah,
it was the first time I felt like it was like I just could say I could do it, and we can.
Yeah.
So that made me more excited. I think that's why I enjoyed the trip so much, because then I was like, oh well, this is like
life.
This is what it's gonna be like, at some point. But we're not ready to move yet. Like Steph just got a new job and all that stuff. Yeah. So like, that's not. But I like the idea of just like
when you said it in the call, I was like, oh. And I was like, Steph just got a new job. It's a little bit away.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not moving yet. We're not moving. I still love our house, man, and like where we live now. You know, like we just moved in. We've only been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, what am I, like 37? So, yeah, maybe like around late 40s, mid 40s. Yeah, we might have enough of here, which is hard to have enough of because our street's so quiet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just change it up. Yeah, but there's not a lot of gyms out there, so it might have to be on the other side of like when I get small.
Yeah.
So
when you start CrossFit.
Yeah. But I'm like, all right, this muscle mass thing's like, taking too much off the other side now.
Yeah. I had a look at a gym. It's obviously still a long way away. I think Revo Fitness out there.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
I think Warren.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I work here. It's really nice. And so I Googled it and I was like, we should go there on Saturday. And then I realized it was 15 minutes past You Strong. I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, see, around there would be okay. Like, we were even thinking like Mount Eliza.
Yeah.
Like, kind of just.
It's nice in there.
From there onwards, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could still get to like Muscle City.
What's Mornington like?
Yeah, Mornington.
Because that's just past Frankston, right?
I could do Mornington as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it gets a little more like actual beach, like at the further you get. Like it's an actual quiet, well, not quiet because the summer's pretty busy, but. Yeah. But anyway, so that was that was my break.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know you probably have topics, but.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
How did you go? So we've been talking about body image. I want to talk about this. You and I just like, yeah, I'm going to take my shirt off.
Yeah.
What do you like normally at the beach? Are you like a coy, I'm going to take my shirt off?
Oh, nah.
Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, nah, never.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, because I don't want to sound like an asshole. It's just like, if you have a look around, like,
so
it's fine. Everyone else is just like, you got this some 50-year-old man with like the gut and like all the hair, on his chest and shit. You're like
in Budgie Smugglers.
Yeah, like have at a king. Like, what are people going to be worried about me?
Yeah.
So
I'm like, we'll take my shirt off at the beach, but I'm always like, fuck, I wish I was a billionaire or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like a little bit of a thought.
Yeah.
We went to Port, took LJ in the water for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this is your moment. This is your moment to own the beach, bro. And I did that. I took my shirt off, took him in the water, looked around. I was just like, oh, like, why has this thought ever even crossed my mind?
It's ridiculous.
It's like
you. No one even
like
cares.
The gap is so far to like body composition of everyone else on the beach. Like, it'd probably be different if like you're Bondi or some shit, but
yeah,
that day at Port I was like, oh, okay, you are actually in the like 0.1% of physiques in real life.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that comparison thing too, because we live in a world, like you said, like unfollowing certain coaches and all that kind of stuff, or muting them because you're like, I just can't see.
It's just the results. It's just can't look at the 0.001 and use that as the gauge.
But then it's like, remember that you're 0.1, like how many 35-year-olds look the way you look right now. I was like, okay, this is
not even 35-year-olds, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
It's funny. We were at the pool, and then like there's this other like kind of like Jack dude, and like he had like a shaved head and a beard, and then we just kind of walked past each other, just like you could tell he was on the same vibe. I was just like, he was with his missus, I was with mine, like we're doing the exact same things.
I see you, King.
Have at it, King. Enjoy yourself.
I was saying that to Amy the other day. When you take the pram out for a walk, there's like 3 different types of people. I think maybe 4. One of them is like other dads.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're a good dad.
It's
like a bit of a like.
That bit of shit, cunt.
You got your kid out for a walk, you're a good dad. It's like a mark of respect.
Yeah.
And then there's like women that hate their husbands, so they hate you. It's like, my husband would never take the kid out, so fuck you.
Yeah.
And then there's like, either they don't have kids or they like their husband. So they're like, oh, it's so sweet. Yeah. So they're like really nice to you. It's like, that's the demographic. That's what you get. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's really interesting. So when the women come towards you, like this, she's either going to love me or hate me.
Yep.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah, I go out of my way to say hi to everyone.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Especially
because I don't feel like you feel uncomfortable.
Everyone chats.
Big dude with a dog.
Yeah, and I usually take him out from the gym too, and there's been a lot of very sparse singlets of late, and I'm the only. I'm pretty sure I'm the only hobby builder. I'm not gonna say bodybuilder.
Are there any bodybuilders at your gym?
It was me and Jacob. That's it.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna be on the app in 3 or 4 weeks.
Looking forward to it.
He's impressive physique.
Yeah,
and like 6'1".
Yeah. Is he bigger than me? I have to have a look. Go for an extra
look,
bulk for the
I'm
next
going to go out and say no.
Oh, damn. I needed you to say yes.
I love you, Jacob, but no.
It's funny. We were chatting just at my mate's place, and then they're like, "Oh, have you seen so and so? Like, he's fucking jacked and this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's this guy I used to go to school with." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's great." And I'm just like, "So is he bigger than me though? Because that's a fucking problem."
Yeah, because that's not allowed.
And they're like, "Oh, nah, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah. Which is also just like, so you just called him jacked, but I'm bigger? Yes.
That's exactly what I was fishing for.
Yeah. Just tell
Got
me
it.
I'm fucking massive.
You don't even need to say I got it out of you. Yeah, I'll interpret that the way I want.
Tam's turned the AC up. I'm okay now. The jumper
You
stays.
okay? I'm getting progressively hotter just looking at you.
Yeah. Do you like my jumper at least?
Yeah, I looked at I can't remember the brand of it, but I looked at one that was similar. So yes.
Front one, I have a pink one.
Yeah,
It's a bit busy on the back.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was. It was like Mr. Winston, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I looked at that. And it has there was a baby blue one, and I was like, oh, I could do that. But then I was like, stop buying shit.
Yeah, my next item is the baby blue front runner tee.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. I don't. I got to ban myself from buying shit.
Yeah, but I need hoodies to be clean. I'm accepting the busy t-shirts. I'm embracing them, but my hoods need very little logo, pattern, etc.
Yeah, I agree.
Minimal.
It has to be. Yeah, I agree. It can be busy on the back for me, but that's it. Can't be busy on the front.
Yeah, I feel like when they're busy, it makes me feel like my fucking Fox DC era.
Yeah, I can
understand.
understand
Feel
that.
like that. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
Well, you didn't have that face.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can do. Yeah, I can do it. I've got a lot of shit in there that's Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a fucking Kanye West jumper that's got fucking all kinds of shit on it. It's pretty sick. But I don't wear it that much because it doesn't fit me anymore. I've got stuff that doesn't fit me, but it's really good, and I just don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
I'm like, no one else can have this. But
yeah, I'm back in some clothes, man.
Oh yeah,
I had a devastating moment. So I got given a Scottie Pippen black-red pinstripe jersey years ago.
Oh yeah. I think I remember the one. Yeah.
And it hung off my shoulders.
Yeah.
So then I grew into it, and then I grew out of it.
Oh yeah.
And then I was found the vacuum seal bag.
Yep.
I was like, oh, there's stuff in there. I got one of your basketball singlets in there. I got a Miami one that I got
really?
from Miami.
Which one did I give you?
The Miller one.
Oh, that's good. That one.
It's a little tight.
Yeah. Well, that I would have been, 80 kilos, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, it was close. 82.
Well, there you go.
For 4 weeks. So I was so excited. I'm like, that Pippen jersey's in there, and it's gonna fit, and it's gonna
it'll be
blood flow restriction my delts.
It'll be just tight enough, but you'll be able to see all of the mass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yeah, and
It's fucking pink, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, is it cool though, or is it not cool?
No, it's faded and fucked.
Oh.
The red has gone.
Oh, what the
just
fuck?
Weird.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I was so upset.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But the other two are perfect.
So is that like a mow the lawns in it type thing now?
Yeah, around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's basketball jerseys aren't that comfortable.
No.
To wear around the house.
No, not at all. Especially under the lats here, man, because they're not made for
Yeah.
If I wear them for too long, I get this rash under here.
So I'm when I get home and I'm I'm going to chuck on a comfy singlet. I don't lean towards the basketball jersey.
Nah, it's the wife beater, man.
So then it's okay, well, now what does it do? And I can't bring myself to
it. I've moved into my jacked nonno era. So my nonno always wears what used to wear wife beaters.
Yeah.
So now I'm just fuck it.
I found mine the other day. I should put them on.
I'm just
now
every day. I have 7 of them.
Mad.
So and I wear. I literally can wear one every day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was in a wife beater every day last week.
Dope. That's the life. That's the fucking dream, bro.
Absolutely. Just pull my fucking shorts up as high as possible like my nonno did. Fuck it.
What's your personal brand? Wife beaters.
Yeah. It's funny, if I actually look at the way I dress, he used to wear high socks, but he used to wear trouser shorts.
Mad.
And then he used to pull his shorts all the way up and wear a belt, and then he used to tuck his wife beater in, and we used to laugh at him hysterically.
Ahead of his time.
So now I'm just the 37-year-old version of that in 2025.
Ahead of his time. How much fun did we make of like the strength and conditioning coach with the t-shirt tucked in, the Asics and the high socks?
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah,
and
you
that's
did.
the thing. It was just a meme.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't make fun of any strength and conditioning people.
It's just it was just the standard look.
Yeah,
it's like that's the college coach.
Yeah,
and now it's
funny how things, But we're at that age now where like things that we had are cool again.
Yeah,
like my mate was like, he has this dad hat. And I was like, oh, it's sick because it's the Lakers one. He's like, yeah, I've had it for like 15 years. I'm like, fuck, we're so old. I'm like, we were that old that like things that we had when we were kids are cool again. And then we just started laughing about it.
Yeah.
I think we're all quite a little bit sad.
We had to laugh or else.
Like snap pants and shit.
Yeah.
Remember snap pants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're like cool again, apparently.
Yeah, I think I had one pair of those. Wasn't really
I had them because when I played soccer and basketball, roost them off, get into your kit. You don't even have to take your shoes off.
Yeah.
So it's ready to go, coach.
Yeah, I clearly wasn't a soccer kid.
No basketball either?
Nah. I played basketball and tennis until I could play cricket and football.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, well, I wasn't allowed to play football.
Because I started earlier.
For some reason, Mum didn't let me play footy.
Yeah, I don't think I was allowed to either, but six uncles.
I don't know why I wasn't allowed to play footy. It's kind of weird, but anyway.
It's pretty dangerous.
I mean, look, I kind of, and again, it's all good for everyone, but I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah. Ironically, I got proper KO'd, woke up time later playing soccer at school.
Yeah, I got a concussion playing soccer, and I nearly fractured my orbital bone in my face from playing basketball because this kid basically grabbed the ball and headbutted me my whole eye closed over, and I was just like, footy's
dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous, mate, ma.
Yeah,
I used to talk shit about that all the time.
Yeah.
What's have you started a new program?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Look, I've overshot the leg volume.
Yeah, when you told me, I was like, bruh, you're a trained person who knows how to work hard. You don't need that much.
But I fucking love it. My hips are really upset.
Yeah,
but that'll be fine.
Okay.
I just
Why don't you just? Can you taper it back a tiny bit? Or?
Yeah, I think there's a few things I'm just gonna have to change on the heavy days.
Yeah. I would just taper your multi-jointed movements, and then everything else will be fine.
Yeah,
because I feel like once stronger people learn, when stronger people know how to work hard, you just can't do And then bodybuilding's you got to do it from this angle and this resistance profile and whatever. Yeah, man, you can't do that much.
So.
You can. You just got to be blasting a bunch of shit, which is not the case.
I came in very supported and strong.
Yeah.
Added food. Yeah. Added excitement of a new program. Added I'm growing fucking legs this year.
Yeah.
Mentality. And sent it for the first 3 weeks, which was dumb.
Yeah. Even when you sent it at Port Melbourne
on the pendulum.
Yeah, I was like, that was cool as a video. But I'm like, that is going to cook him.
And I hack squatted 2 days later.
Yeah.
I think the layout of the week is fucking me a bit too.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite set of the week, is my final set on the pendulums on the Saturday. Because it's I can die today. It's fine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But then I have hacks for 6 on Monday.
Yeah, that's too close.
Yeah. But it's the rest of... I'm just trying to get the rest of my week to work. So I think if I put the posterior day on the Monday and move that to the Tuesday, it gives me an extra day and I should be fine.
Yeah.
But I think I've got a Bulgarian variation and hack squats on the heavy day. I think it's too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be rotating those.
Yeah. Yeah, and even just send it on the pendulum on leg day and then... I'm still sending it on 6s on the hack as well.
Yeah.
So.
You send it on your upper body stuff too, so that's going to affect everything.
Yeah.
Because I always sit there and I'm like, how do the girls train 3 days a week? Lower?
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so why can't we? But then I'm like, we send
the load. Yeah.
Yeah, the load, and we send it
an effort
with the upper body stuff.
Yeah.
As well, So that's going to have a transient effect to your performance and fatigue or whatever.
Yeah. My heavy days are 4 sets as well. They're feeders. So they're the first 2 sets are probably
It's
not, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you track those and I don't,
Yeah.
but we do the same.
So like my machine press was like, I'm just saying this to flex. It's like 110, 120, 130, 140.
Yeah.
And then it was like 8, 8, 6, 6. So it's like the 8s were kind of worky-ish.
Yeah.
But not. Yeah, and then the last one's like bury yourself. So, yeah, I'm also taking every last set of every exercise in the entire program basically to failure.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I probably need to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just either do more prehab or.
Yeah.
Back it off.
I think you need to back it off. Like, yeah, I had a look. I saw, I can't remember where. I read so much shit over the last 2 weeks because I was just like sitting on my phone.
Yeah.
So there was like another, I guess, like kind of volume intensity kind of study.
Yeah.
And they had like a higher volume, moderate volume, and lower volume group. And I think it was done in like trained athletes. And they all got like pretty comparable hypertrophy in the end.
Yeah.
I think pretty sure like the lower volume group, like I think they all trained to like within 2 reps in reserve.
Yeah.
The interesting thing was that the moderate and the low volume group got like an increase in strength, which makes sense. And then the high volume group got an increase in strength endurance. But muscle mass was pretty comparable. Like the highest volume group had a marginal increase, like or like a higher amounts of growth, but I think it was like 0.7% difference or something.
Yep.
So yeah, I think like the lesson from that is like if you are wanting to grow and you're strong, you can get away with doing less. If you train close to failure, which is essentially how I've trained for the past 12 to 18 months.
I think I just underestimated how strong I was going to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
everyone overshoots their volume, man.
Yeah, and because I was so excited and I was in such a good place. I'm loving training so much. Like it sounds like I'm complaining. I don't care. My hips hurt. I'm having so much fun. So it's like, but I can't let it be debilitating that it affects my workouts because I'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I definitely need to make some tweaks, but I just underestimate. Like I'm out of dumbbells for my rows.
Yeah, that's a
I had to message the gym. I'm like,
what are you working with there? What are they called?
60 by 8.
Yeah, 60
for 4 sets.
60 is not bad as a gym, but like I think actually, you know what? We maybe have 65s at ours.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fair. Like if I pressed them, okay, we need more weight. But
I remember the guy who was the manager at the gym at the time. Were you there when it was like the real tall gym manager? I can't remember his name. Anyway,
not Jacob.
No, but anyway, I can't remember. So I was like, brother, we need heavier dumbbells. Like they only go up to 50.
Yeah,
and he's like, if you can do a set of them for 10, like pressing, he's like, I'll buy new ones, and then like just filmed them like, here you go, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Go get new dumbbells, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like not a lot of gyms will have
more than that.
80 kilo, 70 kilo, 75.
Like I'm the only person that's
I've
never seen them move up.
I tend to find once the dumbbell gets that size too, it's real hard to row. Like because the size of the plates.
You have to use that functional setup.
Yeah. Which like I still do it. Obviously, it's just not so much lats, bro. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move to this. I was going to talk about this in the next episode, but we're going to do it now because we're talking about programming. So I think it's a really good way of just
flip it around.
Yeah, just giving these guys the step by steps on how to actually put everything together. So I wrote myself a new program, and I've written myself a whole new plan.
Sweet.
I thought this is a bit of an inside sports on my next goals for my phase. And it's showing everybody like kind of what the steps that we take to set them up. Yeah. So the first thing is obviously the goal. What's the end? What are the actual tangible things that we want to get from the training? Yeah. I don't know about you. Like I've been having heaps of discussions about the goals this week and over the last 3 weeks of like we need long term, short, and then breaking this down into like daily kind of habit stuff, which we're going to talk about in the next episode on how to practically apply that stuff. So my goal for this year is just more size. And then we're going to bring that same level of leanness, probably a little bit better, to the next photo shoot at the end of the year. So in order to do that, we've got to go from a recovery block, which we move from the diet, which I'm sure you've implemented as well, with a couple of high-calorie days in between.
Whoops. Body weight stayed the same, so it's maintenance. It's fine.
So you got recovery phase, which I think is not just physically, it's mentally as well. Like you've got those mental like kind of hiccups.
Yeah.
And then you go, right, once the consistency's back, it's like, let's go to maintenance and then let's move into a surplus.
Yeah.
So that's the plan that I have for myself is, 2 weeks of maintenance after the recovery and like mental recovery with the holiday and stuff. And then from there we move into a surplus driving muscle growth with like a really, really mild surplus, like 100 to 200 calories above maintenance. I think I'm going to go with.
Yep.
Because I don't want to chase I don't know about you, but I don't want to be like chasing scale weight.
Yeah.
Like I want to be chasing a look, and I don't want to rush the development of the physique because I don't feel like I'm in a rush anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay to miss out on some gains to stay leaner.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like if you were somebody, like if somebody said, hey man, I want to put on as much size as possible, like what would I do? If you don't have the size, you would probably push that person to the maximum amount of, like the maximum threshold of a surplus to drive as much weight gain as possible in a short period of time. You know it's not all going to be body muscle mass. You know it's going to be body fat. But if they have the runway to do so and they're happy to diet it off on the other side, then you're going to do it. I did it with Jackson, like post Europe. We probably pushed it a little bit too far. But the results speak for themselves just in terms of like once he got to about 6 weeks out, it was like, fuck, all that work that we did, and pushing that body size is the proof of that now.
Yeah.
Where if you're someone who's like, I have a really good base, or I'm just interested in staying in condition for the year, then a mild surplus. I think the kids call it like main gaining now, which is kind of weird because it doesn't make sense.
It's like the old lean bulk.
Correct. Yeah, which is probably it's like a lean build, I guess.
Yeah.
Where you try not to just do the, Jay Cutler off-season type thing.
Remember clean bulking?
Yeah, clean bulking. So you just get fat but eat clean food. Yeah.
Just eat fucking all the rice.
Yeah.
And feel like shit.
You know how many times like someone used to say to me, like, hey man, if you can eat whatever you want if you eat clean food. Like
as much as you want. Just
you can eat whatever you want. I'm like,
no
no shot, brother. You cannot. Anyway, so
just to come back to that, so you're happy with the balance of your physique. There's no weaknesses. You're just like, I just want to be overall net bigger and leaner.
So that was where I was going to go next. So we have size.
Yeah.
And now we need to think about the look. So when we go down the chain, I go, right, what's the look I'm after? Bigger arms, bigger delts, thicker back. Like they're the main priorities for me. So then I'm like, okay, well, what's this split going to look like? For my training. So I went with I trained 5 days. Now the reason I was going to go down to 4, but I just know from a habits perspective, I'm at my best when I go to the gym 5 days. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with like more the science and the this and the that. Like I know historically when I've done 4-day-a-week programs, I don't perform as well. Yeah. And even outside of the gym, and I just need that. Like I'm such a habitual person, like that. Like I just need the same thing, so I have to go to the gym.
I found that going to 5, that now I'm like, I want it.
Yeah,
like I was like, I can't go.
Yeah,
I was like, I could just kick back to 4 now. I'm like, nah. And also my training windows are shorter.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
I just need the structures. Like I get up, walk my I eat breakfast, go to the gym. Like I have to do that. Yeah. Like my day is not the same unless I do that. And then I find if I go the 5 days, like I actually just do fuck all in the 2 days. Yeah. And I'm happy to. Yeah. Where like, I'm like, I mean, maybe with the workload at the moment, it might be nice to do 4 days.
I'm still going in for the 6th for cardio and abs.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Unless I know I've got like last week we went out and I did like fucking 17,000 steps. I'm like, I don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
But if it's just going to be a chill day at home, I'm like, get in.
Yeah,
do the cardio in the morning.
Absolutely. So you're going to love this training split because it's like the most pro bodybuilding split ever. So I've gone with biceps and chest workout 1.
Awesome.
Yeah, biceps, chest is like, I haven't done that in forever.
Yeah.
With the biceps being at the start and then the chest stuff being in the middle and then a bicep exercise at the end. So I do one bicep at the start, one bicep at the end, and I do chest in the middle. Then I do triceps and back, of course. Same thing, triceps at the start, but I do 2 tricep at the start because I reckon my triceps are actually the weak point on my buys. I think that'll add the size to the arm. And then, back work, just variation-wise. Legs, so this is more quads based with 1 hamstring curl. So I've gone legs. And then I've gone shoulders and arms. And then the last day is posterior. So I do calves, hamstrings, and just get the rest of my back volume in.
Nice.
I reckon I nailed that split.
I really like it.
It takes care of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon I can actually run that split and just change the exercises within it forever.
Yeah, that's how I feel about mine too, actually.
Yeah, because it's just the order. Like, even when I was trying to explain it on... Actually, we'll go through that after this. But like, that's the split that I've gone with. I'm like, I can get through everything. I'm prioritizing what I need to.
Yeah.
And I've set my rep ranges and my volume accordingly. So generally what I do with my volume is I'll do, if it's multi-jointed, I don't care if it's a compound or if it's a machine. If it's multi-jointed, I'll do 2 sets that's really heavy. So between 5 and 8 reps.
Yep.
And then if it's an isolation exercise or single jointed movement, I'll do reps of about 8 to 15. And I'll do 3 sets of those.
Yeah, nice.
So that's usually, as a general rule, kind of how I work with the volume prescriptions for me.
Yeah. So mine's similar. So less broy for the program across the board.
Yeah.
Heavy. It's anterior at the moment. I'm going to swap it. Heavy anterior into heavy posterior.
Yeah.
Push, pull, leg.
Mm-hmm.
So put the heavy days are 4 sets, but like I said earlier, they're feeders.
Yeah.
So I'd never really I don't do top weight for 4 sets.
Yeah, no.
It's like each set. And I used to train like that with powerlifting. I did the opposite of the back off thing.
Yeah.
It was just like really small jumps towards the end and then have my top set, and that was it. Used to go against program a little bit. Sorry, Will. But I found that really effective for me.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that same approach. And then, just like the push days, the volume across the whole week feels really good.
Yep.
And for the rep range of stuff, the heavy days are 6 to 8. And I'm trying to, over the first 3 weeks, I'm finding what a true 6 is because I'm adapting every week skill-wise and stuff.
Yeah.
So where's a true 6? And then I'll just be like, okay, add a rep until I get to the 8, and then I'll add load.
Yeah.
And I think I can see that out for like 6 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
And same idea, just like change the exercises when I need to.
Yeah.
When that progress isn't there.
Yep, definitely.
The layout of the program is...
Yeah.
I really like it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get your... I feel like once you get your split and you can sit with it, like, you even just see, like, bodybuilders, they just, like, that's just what they do. And then they just change the exercises.
Yeah.
Or they'll change the order.
Yeah.
You know, because you essentially, like, even if I mapped out the exercise that I did pre-programmed to this, like, people would look at my Instagram like, he changed his program? Like, this, they're all the same.
Yeah.
But for me, it's what's being done at the start of the session to what's being done at the end is going to be the most significant factor to getting the results I want.
Yeah.
So putting some delts and some arms and stuff at the start of the session is going to be favorable for now.
Yeah.
But then what's going to happen is I'm going to have to make a shift towards like the back thickness being the priority. But it's like for now,
not right now.
The arm and delt like development is more important.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm putting it there, because I think that'll make the most impactful change to my physique. And that's like, I don't know about, like, of course I know about you. Like, you would make the same decision for a client. It's like, you know, you're looking at their physique. You're like, you know, you're going to get like systemic growth. Like, you know, you're going to get a hypertrophy overall, but you're still wanting to emphasize a look. So you're like, this person needs bigger delts. This person needs bigger back. This person still probably needs some hamstrings and glutes as well. You're like, I'm going to go all in on the upper body first, though, and then go all in on the lower body, or vice versa. If it's a female, you're going to go, obviously, in on the lower body, most likely first. But, yeah, you're kind of, like, trading off these priorities, but at least you've got something that's, like, we're going to start here and move there.
Yeah, I've done that with my program, too, and I think the hardest thing about programming for yourself is that.
Yeah, because you want it all as well. So you're like, I'm going to do, 20 sets a week of arms, 20 sets a week of back, and 20 sets a week of like hamstring shit. You do it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you're like, fuck, I don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah. So I looked at my physique, and I was like, all right, it's time to bring legs back. Like, I haven't really trained legs for 18 months. Hard.
Yeah.
Got to bring legs up, and then looking at it was actually our front double side by side.
Yeah.
And I had no tricep in the front double.
Gas tanks.
They look good from side.
It's long head.
But underneath, I was like,
long
that's
head.
a problem. So then I was like, but I still want to build my chest. So when I did my push day, I was like, there's only 2 chest exercises. But there's 2 tricep exercises.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to... And then I was like, there's 2... Like, there's... My leg focus is really high. I'm like, but I still want a bigger chest. It's like, it's hard. I think that's the hardest thing about programming for yourself is you want to do everything.
Yeah.
And then even, like, I've put so much work into my shoulders.
Yeah.
To have one direct set of lateral delt.
Yeah. Raises.
Like exercise. Upright rows for the whole week. I'm like, I was training these things 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
And now that's fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think, programming for yourself, that is hard.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. And sometimes even people can't troubleshoot like how the physique is going to come together.
Yeah.
You know, what to select and how to formulate it and all of that. So I think, sometimes if you are someone that's just constantly hopping or it's just not really landing, like that's one of those signs where it's like probably worth, kind of looking at getting somebody else to take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Which I thought about for a while. I was like, I kind of just, even for me, I was just bandwidth to outsource, but just at the moment finding this really fun.
Same.
So I'm like, until it's not fun, I'm willing to, kind of keep doing it.
Every time we spoke about programming on the pod, and then every time you presented in Standout, I was like, I really should just pay Jace for a program.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but I'm having fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. So from there, so I've got my diet, the training stuff sorted, so then I moved into the diet specifically. So I'm still keeping like a really high amount of protein in my diet. Like I haven't actually changed the protein requirements from when I was in my cut. Yeah, 250 to 270 per day. And then I'm sitting...
How much is that supplemented a day?
I have a fair bit. It'd be like 100 grams of it.
Yeah. So I've got my 28-day weight loss challenge running at the moment.
Yep.
Everyone's on... There's some like heavier individuals that are like 1.8.
Yeah.
Most people are like 2.5. 2, 2.2, 2.5, depending on where you are in that leanness spectrum.
Yeah. I think the more trained you are, you need to be over 2.2 anyway. I think. Yeah.
And it's just an easy way to get people to still eat lots of food and pull calories or available energy down a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of the group chat's been like, how do I get this? I'm like, stop being so afraid of supplements.
Yeah. Some people people treat protein shakes like they treat eggs. It's like, I can only have 2 eggs a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who said? And then they'll go and eat like 3 meals of chicken.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how much chicken can you eat a day? It's like, there's just these like weird rules that like the nutrition and diet industry have kind of like just thrown out. Like, you shouldn't have more than this. It's like, you can eat as much as you need to, providing that, like you're still getting a wide variety of protein sources. Because I double scoop my protein in the morning and I double scoop my protein midday, throughout the day. So that's 45 grams a serving, 90 grams is being supplemented.
Yeah.
So take that from, so it's I only have to eat 180 grams of protein in the meal, and I'll have 40 of that from egg whites, and then I'll have 80 of that from chicken, just in one serving. Yeah. So then dinner comes around, it's only 50 grams served.
It's easy. Yeah.
It's so easy to get in.
Yeah, mine's 85 grams a day supplements. Yeah. So I have protein water when I train. And then I have core with 2 scoops in the afternoon. And then, I alternate my 4 meals a day. Or now 3, I alternate minced chicken. Yeah,
the one thing I've found is now the calories are going up. It's actually easier to meet the protein because just food has protein in it.
Yeah, just like more rice.
Yeah, you'll get like, maybe 15 grams extra a day of just like...
Which... That's why you're pushing the 270, right?
Yeah,
like you just pick
because I could get 250, no problem.
Yeah, drop some cereal in and like
correct.
Shit.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So calorie-wise, I went with like 35 calories a kilo, which is for me like
that's maintenance or that's your plain surplus?
Maintenance. So that's like generally I'll do like between 30 and 35. So if you're higher in body fat and inactive, I'll do 30. If you're higher in activity and still kind of like highish in body fat, I'll do 35.
Yeah.
And if you're lean, it doesn't matter whether you're active or not. If you're lean, I'll push you straight to 35.
Yeah.
And then if you're somewhere in the middle where you kind of like not lean, but you kind of like, and you're kind of not active, and you kind of, I'll put you at 32.5.
Do you make adjustments based on your protein intake for that?
No. So it's just calories per kilo. I just set that, and I'm like, this is, let's start you at 32, and let's start you at 35, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on 200 less than that. I'll do the calories per kilo.
How
so
much?
31.
Yep.
But with 2 days a week that are not that.
So it's probably more around 34.
It's probably pretty close to 35, to be honest, across the week. And that makes sense because my body weight's held, my waist measurement's held. And like I said, I'm like, I don't deserve this.
I'm the same. I'm the same weight in the morning, and I'm the same weight before bed every night.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's like 90 and then 92.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
It's just, I've done that for the whole week.
Yeah, it's perfect. So that's interesting. So what I found is my maintenance previously was like 25.
Right.
Eating 180 grams of protein.
Yeah.
2 grams per kilo, 180 grams. 2,500 was kind of my limit.
Yep.
Now, I would have averaged over Christmas. In my head, I was like, it's probably about 3,000, which looking at the math seems about right. And I was like, I was maintaining there. I was like, fuck, there's no way I thought I could maintain at 3,000.
Yeah.
But I was also...
You're doing 5 days of training, and you're walking your kid every day. Like
4K steps different.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I would say you're just overall activity. You were probably just inactive, in terms of like a population.
Having
like you sat in that.
Having done the steps, taking them out, I feel like shit.
I haven't taken mine out. I still do a walk.
Just like days I miss.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
No, give me my 10. But 15 was too inconvenient.
Yeah, me too.
10's great.
Yeah, I still walk Mav every day, and I still do 20 to 30 minutes after the gym.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, because I feel
what
like...
does that get you to?
Around 10, 9, 10,
know. So I do I do that too. I take LJ for 30 minutes.
Yeah. And
it's just not at the gym, so I'm like...
Yeah. It has to be done. Like, I just can't... I feel like shit. My hips hurt. My back hurts. I sit too much.
You still do that leg day? So do you walk?
Yeah. I actually need to do it more on leg day, I feel like, because it just flushes, it starts that circulation. Like, I know the muscle damage is going to happen, but it's just like, it kind of does help recovery-wise, because I know I'm just going to sit on the computer the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this has to go down.
Yeah, because there's that adage of like, don't do lower body cardio after leg day. It's like
it's walking anyway. It's like, what if you didn't have a car?
Yeah, and or you're a tradie, or you fucking like didn't sit on your ass all day.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
like
the voices that you get in your head sometimes.
Yeah. It's like, it's just ludicrous when you think about it. And it's like how we bought into it too.
Yeah,
it's like, don't do it. But it's like, what if you didn't own a car?
Yeah. Or you like walked around for your job.
Yeah.
Like we did.
Yeah.
Don't go on the treadmill after you train.
Do anything.
But do 4 PT sessions.
Don't do anything after leg day.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to do that for 2 weeks, and then we're moving into a surplus. Surplus is going to be, like I said, 100 to 200, possibly 300 calories. I'm basically just going to set the first benchmark, see what the rate of gain is over about a 2 to 3 week period. I'm looking for around 1% of an increase in body weight per month. Just dividing that up, so it's like a couple 100 grams a week.
Yeah.
And then, just reassessing from there. Like, I'll just chip it up.
Yeah.
Because I know I'll have to chip it up as my body weight increases. Like, the maintenance of that body weight will increase.
Yep.
So you just like, but we're talking like alterations in calories of like 20 calories.
Yeah.
It's not going to be much. So that's the plan. Now, every single plan needs a timeline. So I'm going to give myself, what do we got? Month, 8 weeks, about 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give myself the first benchmark of 10 weeks. I'm probably going to lean more towards 8.
Thailand.
I'm going to move more towards 8 because we're going to Thailand. So I'm just going to do like a smash and grab, like fucking rapid fat loss protocol to just tighten things up before we go.
Coming for you, Tim.
Before we go. Hopefully he hears that.
That'd be the best.
I'm gonna send him this episode now.
Yeah. I already messaged Steph. I'm like, my only goal for Thailand is to get Tim to come and do a bodybuilding session with us. She's like, he loves bodybuilding.
Oh, mad.
Like, all right. If I wasn't buying my ticket, I already am.
Fuck yeah, that's mad. I'm in. So 8 week time frame first, and then we'll see what if we can stretch it out.
Yeah.
Because if I'm still okay with the composition, like fuck that dieting for Thailand. I'll just rock up.
You'll still be in the 1%.
I'll just be swole. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and we're going to Thailand. Like, we're going to stand out anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Now in terms of tracking, I'm still taking my progress photos. I'm still checking in once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tracking my body weight, and I'm they're the main things that I use for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, body weight, progress photos, and then training performance obviously as well.
Of course. Yeah.
Making sure my lifts are going up progressively.
Yeah. So my plan has adjusted a little bit. Because my maintenance calories is higher than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bump to like probably I'll go maybe 28 for my low week.
Yeah.
And then increase 150 at a time. So I'll end up 300 calories in a surplus on the high week.
Yeah.
And then pull back down. I think I time it that my low week is like the week before we go.
Yeah.
So if I need to, I'll just cut that high week and do 2 weeks at low before we head off.
What's the most amount of weight you reckon you could lose in 2 weeks?
Lose 3 kgs.
Yeah. 2 weeks?
Yeah, like killing yourself. Yeah.
I'm going to lose 5.
Oof.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could still work and lose 2.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's like, but it's kind of, do you ever like think about that shit though? Like you just set yourself like fucked up things that you could do.
Yeah.
Like,
usually it's work, but yes.
Yeah. Well, I just think about those things all the time. Like, I wonder how much body fat I could lose or like how much weight I could lose. Because you wouldn't lose the body fat. Like you just jack the protein.
Yeah.
Have some assistance, like train hard, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always think about that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe I should document it.
So with the cycle, I also had a thought of increasing my baseline by 50 calories a cycle.
Yeah.
So every 4 weeks, everything bumps up 50 calories. Body weight's going to go up, assuming there's going to be some kind of metabolic adaptation, potentially, not sure.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, the 50 calories is just like it'll work.
Yeah.
It's just like you might.
Would you?
It would depend on how much weight you put on.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's obviously going to be reflective of like comparing week to week, one versus 4.
Yeah, because it's like if you're, let's say you know 35 calories a kilo is the maintenance number. When you go up in a kilo, times that by 35, that's different.
Yep, agreed. Yeah.
Yes, but it's hard when it's only like 300 grams. It's like, okay, up at 11 calories. Like, it's not worth it.
It's not enough.
Yeah, it's not worth it. So, like, to answer your question bluntly, yes, it'll work. It's like, would there be another way? Absolutely. But yeah, definitely.
So if you looked at it, so say in a vacuum, do you need to increase your surplus over time, or you're only adjusting it based on body weight, or you're adjusting it based on adaptation? Like the reverse dieting theory, that you'd be able to eat more food without.
I think the only way after your maintenance point that happens is if you move more.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
If your daily activity is increasing for whatever reason,
which mine will not be.
Yeah, then you're eating into the calories being used to create. Not even create, because the protein creates the muscle. It's just like the extra calories support what gets done to build the muscle, like to create the stimulus, like, you know, because it's really just protein that makes muscle tissue.
Yeah.
Protein and obviously like the training. Well, the training.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you look at like, I had a peep at some like surplus data, like hypertrophy surplus data, and like the groups that ate at maintenance and the groups that ate in a surplus, like the muscle mass was pretty comparable.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then like it was, I think it was like 100 to 200 calories. Like, forgive me if I'm butchering this, but like, you can go and find it. It's not hard. So I think it was 100 to 200 calories, and the hypertrophy was like just a tiny bit better than being at maintenance. And then once they got the surplus to like 300 to 500 or something along those lines, like the hypertrophy was the same, but the body fat was significant.
More. Yeah.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. There's just like a point. It's like diminishing returns with everything, right? Like you're going to build heaps of muscle up until this point,
until you're not,
and then you're going to build this, and then then you're going to build the same amount of muscle, but you're going to feel fucked because you can only do so much training volume. So I think it's the same process with most things. It's like a little bit's good, more is better till it's not.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Agreed. Yeah. Tracking wise for me, keeping the posing in's been really good.
Yeah.
what I've added, so I'm metricing. And I've done this for clients for ages, putting a cap on my waist measurement.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And then so I've actually been doing that every 2 days. So the tape measure sits in front of the scales. I stand on the scales, I measure my waist, put it in the app, and move on with my life.
My only resistance to that for myself would be the fact that my waist is the first place that I get the body fat to come back.
Yeah.
So I would have to use something else, I reckon. But it's not a bad
just
idea.
Like setting your range. So if you had the data, you'd be able to say I looked good at my waist was at 84.
Yeah. Well,
I know I looked good.
You're setting a threshold, and I know what my threshold is, but from my poses,
from a look, yeah.
Yeah, I can be like, this is me at so I realistically think that I can get to probably 93, 94, and I can tell from my front double bicep.
Yeah.
Just how the hips look.
Yeah.
Just how my chest looks, how my lats kind of come out, and I can be like, this is the best 94.
Yeah.
In terms of conditioning and muscle mass,
yeah.
that I've seen. So I think anyone and everyone needs a benchmark to know where the max threshold lies, because then all we're trying to do is not tip on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Because that's when you start to get
fat.
That's when you start to get to the point where you look out of shape and you're not happy with yourself. We're doing all right. I took on a client who got encouraged at the time to just push the body weight too far.
Yeah.
And to the point where she was not super uncomfortable, super unmotivated. And I was just like, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
Just anymore. If you're getting so out of shape and if you train 5 days a week, I would like to think that people can see it.
Yeah.
Not it just looks like you worked out a little bit, but you're out of shape. No one should fucking get there, man.
Yeah.
Unless they're I don't know, a powerlifter and they don't care.
Well, that's literally what I was going to say. Is I've hung my hat on the performance thing. So you can tell I train because I deadlift 260 kilos.
Yeah.
And then it was well, I'm not doing that anymore. And I was kind of just a guy that goes to the gym. I was okay, so take some body fat off. All of a sudden, it's people are what the fuck? Okay, you obviously take this very, very seriously and have applied yourself over a very extended period of time. 6 months ago, people just you just do to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So I agree. Staying.
You never want to get to that on the other side.
It just makes the cut shit.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to cut for 16 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it sometimes has to be even more than that. So you got to be
depending
careful
on what the end point is. 100%.
Yeah, so now even with some of the boys in their off season, I'm this is 12, 16 weeks. I'm I understand you just did a prep, but I'm we can't push like we did last time. We don't need to either.
Yeah.
Because your physiques are already there.
Yeah.
So I'm just planting seeds now. We're about 4 months from finishing the growth phase. I'm hey, we're going to have to do a little tidy up.
Yeah.
To just get dialed in for that now mentally.
Yeah.
So when it drops and stuff, we can utilize the time and then hop out.
Yeah. I did Sandra's plan this morning.
Yeah.
She didn't see it coming. Just gave her a 2-week mini cut.
Yeah.
On rough, more lower than she's ever been.
Yeah.
It's we just need she had Thailand. She was sick,
you just need to polish it up. Yeah.
Pull this in.
Yeah.
So then it's a planned 12-week growth phase that I hope goes to 16 because we're lean enough. We don't have to start dieting yet. And she was okay. I can die for 2 weeks to know that there's 4 weeks extra on the end.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, what do we want to call it, over fat.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Gives you a lot of runway.
Yeah, so I like that idea of whatever I'm not objective enough with how I look. So I couldn't do photos.
Yeah.
Because my mental state affects what I see in the photo.
No, I understand.
So whatever it is for you, whether it's a weight cap, whether it's a measurement, whether it's a photo, whatever.
Yeah. Whether it could even be once I get to this notch on my weight belt. I know for me, I'm a couple of weeks away from having to loosen it out, but it's fine because I'm on the lowest setting.
Yeah.
But it's once I go fill that one out, I'm bruh, it's over.
Yeah.
So you just need to know what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then go from there.
To set that boundary for yourself. So then if you fuck up your diet, your numbers aren't perfect.
Yeah.
You have the limit.
Absolutely.
So if you get it wrong, you don't sit in there for 6 months and just committed to this plan.
Yeah.
That you're just I feel a bit fat, but it's you've got a metric in place to be when this happens, we stop.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about you. I felt fat multiple times, and then I get on the scales, I'm okay.
Yeah, all
And
of
then
Christmas.
just hit a front double in front of my mirror because the lighting's sick, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
We're
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So in summary, any goal that you're working towards needs to have you need to have a specific outcome. Then you need to have a plan for that. It needs to fit your preferences. My program is different to Ben's, but our goals are kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the program needs to be orchestrated in a way that prioritizes those outcomes. Then your diet's the same. It's like work off where you've been, where you're at now, and where you're going. So we've just come off a cut. We recovered. We went into a maintenance block. Now we're pushing into a surplus. We've set ourselves deadlines for that, and we know where the benchmarks lie in terms of our data tracking to ensure that we don't spill or, take things in the wrong direction. So that's essentially like every single person who's listening to this podcast should be working in those capacities if they want to bring their absolute best in terms of their results in the gym.
Yeah. I think the biggest takeaway from that hour, both of us, same principles, same beliefs, same ideas around programming, nutrition, approach. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Put it out on paper and it was completely different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cycle diet versus linear versus bro split versus some heavy stuff. Just like, if you're just like, what program should I do? And I give you my program versus your program, you're like, they're totally fucking different. Which one's better?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're not.
Yeah,
the principles behind them are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I think that, I think a lot of it's personality and then also response.
Yeah, and and needs.
Yeah.
I don't need that leg volume and that frequency.
100%.
So my ass will just get huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is goals for me.
yeah. But
I've got all these girls now. I've got to come back.
But the common denominators are the same within them,
Yeah.
And you could still give someone those programs because they are well thought out, and if they just have the effort and consistency, they'll get the results.
Yeah.
But it's just like that's only going to work so far for someone until they'll just like need that personalization. Like,
Of course.
everyone can just train and then just build, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, hang on a minute. My delts are too big for my arms.
Yeah.
My glutes aren't big and my quads are huge. And then it's like, all right, that's a combination of your programming and your execution. So now we need to kind of, work on those things to build this physique that looks good for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So I think we kicked that one off with a cracker.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was absolutely good. All right, guys, first one back for the year for us, but not for you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already hit the follow button or the subscribe button, depending on the platform that you're on. Also, we've just launched our Strong and Lean in 16 program. So you guys can head to the website and claim your spot or get some more information on that. The goal of it is 16 weeks, lose centimeters, increase muscle mass, build a strong and lean looking physique. So if that's something that you're after, it's the perfect time, start of the year. In 16 weeks, that could be you. So get on the website, get some info, or just send us a DM and we can have a chat if you've got any questions. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.